Jody, oh Jody, she's a country girl doll.
Here's Jody and her general store. Let's pretend she's putting coal in the stove.
Here comes a customer. A pound of sugar, Mrs. Jones, and a new coffee pot. Well, that was a busy day. Want to play checkers, Jody?
Jody, oh Jody, she's a country girl doll.
Jody and her general store. Assembly required. Doll and general store also sold separately. Other play sets available by Ideal.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Richard's Toy Room. Today we have a toy. That's kind of, if you want to put labels on it, a girl's toy. This is from the mid-70s, around 75, 76, somewhere around there. And there was a line called Jody the Country Girl. And she had quite a few different play sets that you could buy. I think there was one of her living room. In fact, they might be on the box here. Let's see. There. No, they don't really show her other sets on here. They don't mention them either. But basically, I think, my opinion anyway, is this was a answer to the popularity of the Little House on the Prairie television show. So she's sort of like the Laura Ingalls, and growing up in the 1800s, late 1800s, and you know, she has her Victorian parlor and her general store, and I can't remember the other sets they had. I think there was 3 or 4 of them. But anyway, the reason I picked up this one specifically is because, as you know, I collect Mego figures and vintage Mego figures on top of that. And I have a set of the Waltons, which were put out about the same time, actually. Now, Jody, I do have the Jody doll. It came with this, even though it didn't come with the... It didn't come with this play set originally. It says Jody doll sold separately, but I bought this on eBay and there was a Jody doll included, although she was missing her shoes. And it's not the outfit that you see on the box. I believe this is the outfit that she came with on the box here. I think this is the original outfit that she came with when you bought her separately, but this was maybe one of her optional ones, or I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really that familiar with the line. But she's a little taller. I think she's an inch taller than the Mego dolls. I believe she's like 9 inches. But anyway, I'm selling her because I don't collect her and I don't collect this. But I bought this to use as a display for my Waltons. Now, the Waltons was set in the early part of the 20th century between the World Wars. And since this is sort of in that same vein, in, you know, the country, you know, kind of Green Acres, you know, general store kind of same era. I mean, there would have still been stuff like this, you know, when the Waltons were around. So, and the Waltons actually had a general store playset that I don't have. I've never seen one for sale. Anyway, to get on with it, what we're going to do is we're going to put this together. Now, I already did look at this because I got this a while back, and I went through it all with, you know, I believe the instruction sheet is still in here, and I compared everything to the instruction sheet, and I think it's like 99% complete or somewhere around that line. So almost everything's here. So let's open this up and get it out, and we'll build it up and see what it looks like on display. Alright, so I think I was mistaken when I said that the instructions were here. I don't see them in the box here, but on the back of the box, it does say what is included. I believe I went off of that, and that's where I came up with how much, whatever is still there and whatever is missing. So I guess we could do that to double check and see what's actually here, and then we'll put it together. So we got see. Should we bring this in maybe so you can read it along with me here? So if we go off the list, which is right here, we'll assume that that is accurate, and that should be everything we have. So now they don't mention the background or the floor, so we'll just take that for granted that we got that. Now it says sales counter, that's this, and then 3 bins. So we got bin 1, bin 2, and bin 3. Post office front, that would be this, this here. It goes up here. So we got that. Shelf unit, which is this. Let's see, rocking chair right here. Potbelly stove. So we got nothing in there. So here's the 2 pieces of the stove. Coal scuttle with scoop and coal. Here's the coal scuttle. Well, here's the coal. I don't know how much there's supposed to be, but there's like 7 pieces. Doesn't really show on the box, so I can't really get a good idea. Take a look on this one. Yeah, I can't see it because it's behind the rocking chair in the picture as well. So we're missing the scoop, I guess, because I do not see. Oh wait, no, here it is. I think this is it. I'm guessing, because that's the only thing that looks like a scoop. I thought maybe it would be black. And maybe it is. Maybe that's something else, but we'll find out. Let's see. We've got a barrel with 6 apples. So neither one of these are marked, but here's one barrel. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. We got 6 apples in a barrel, so there we got that. And then the next thing is the cash register with drawer and play money. And there is money in the cash register. And the drawer is still there, so we'll assume that's complete. Let's see, sewing machine there. Iron there. Old-fashioned telephone. That's this. Frying pans. There is a frying pan, so we may be missing one of those. 2 coffee pots. Let's see. I'm not seeing any coffee pot. Oh wait. We've got 1 coffee pot. So we're missing one of those. Washboard. There's that. Let's see. What's next? 2 plates, 2 cups, 2 spoons, 2 knives, and 2 forks. So we've got 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons, 2 plates, 2 cups, creamer and sugar bowl. So we've got the creamer, and the sticker fell off. It's over here. I'll glue it back on. And here's the sugar bowl. I don't know if this is supposed to have a lid. If it is, it's missing. 2 candy jars with real candy. Well, obviously, we don't have any real candy left in this. That was long ago eaten, and on top of that, I don't see any candy jars. So I guess those are missing as well. I'm not even sure what they're supposed to look like. Let's see. Well, they show something on the box here. I can just barely see it. Or it's a little better picture in here. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's the candy jar. And that looks a lot similar to this little clear glass, 2 clear glass bowls here. I don't think that's what it is, unless they're missing tops or something, because there's nothing to go with them here. But anyway, so we'll assume those are also missing. So maybe it's not quite 99% complete. Let's see, 3 play food cans. We got those. 3 play food boxes. We have those. 1, 2, 3. 3 letters. Well, here's 1 letter for the post office. I guess that's what it's for. I don't see another one. A checkerboard, which is here. 2 newspapers. I got 1 newspaper. And a puppy. Here's the puppy. But interestingly, I've got stuff that they don't mention here. Like here's a jug of milk. I didn't see that on there. And then here's the other barrel here that you're supposed to put the lid on to play the checkers. We also have this bolt of cloth. And I said the milk and the other barrel, and then these 2 clear bowls, which I'm guessing maybe were for the candy, since that's the only thing I could see that looks clear in this picture. But I guess it's also possible that maybe a couple of these things could be from something else, because this thing of milk looks awful big for her size doll. I mean, that's like a can of milk, like that they fill up at the dairy. The only other thing in the box was this, which is just a sprue from one of the pieces of tan plastic. So anyway, oh, and also these clips which hold the whole thing together, cardboard sides and bottom, and these hold the shelf on. So you saw everything in the box. We are missing a few pieces, nothing critical, nothing that keeps you from putting it together or using it as a playset. So why don't we now put it together? Now, unfortunately, as I mentioned, there are no instructions, so you just kind of have to be smarter than the average bear. So first thing, this is the outside, which if I'm putting it on display, you're not going to see anyway. Let's see if I can show it to you here. And then basically you have a corner of a room. So, the only thing I'm not sure is which part goes where. Okay, well, that's pretty obvious anyway, because there's only holes on certain parts of this base. So there's holes on this side and holes on this side, so that means the fireplace goes, oops, you are not seeing this. All right, there's holes on this side and along the back here, so it has to go this way. So now we have to put those clips on. Shouldn't be too hard, so let's see. They're the same, so put a row of them on the bottom here. Where did the other ones go? I really have no intention of finding the missing pieces. It doesn't matter to me if it's 100% complete with all the teeny little bits and stuff. Like I said, I mainly bought it. I didn't buy it as a Jody collectible. I bought it to display my Waltons figures. Okay, so there's the clips on. Now we have to clip this part on to figure out how that's going to go in. Let's see. Really? Just found out one of these clips is broken. Okay. So we won't put that one on the end. Put this one on the end. And we'll just put this one here just to keep it in place. So now let's line this up. Where does this go? Okay, there we go. All right, so it goes on the outside edge of this. This one's broken. Okay. There we go. Now we have our basic play set. And let's adjust this camera a little bit again. Okay. So here's what we're working with. Now we would put this shelf on. Now the shelf is held. This goes in. This is a pin. It goes through a hole like that, and there. And there should be a hole up here in the back. Find it. Maybe the hole's on the bottom. I have to look at this. Okay, yeah. The hole's on the bottom, right here. You can see my finger right there. So this goes in through the back here. See that coming through? It goes into that hole. Then these hang on the top and clip into here. Like that. See that? Two of them. Like that. Which also become hangers for some of the items in the general store. So, we hang that up here, and then we line this up with the pinhole right there. Okay, now the shelf is in. Okay, then we have the counter with the post office. Some of this is coming off. I'll have to re-glue some of this later, but for the video's purpose, I'm not going to do that. Okay, this just snaps into here. Two clips. Okay, that's it. And then it just sits over here, however, wherever you want it. I guess up to the corner edge of this would be good, since really, since the post office thing is back here. Now I don't know if this table might be a little topsy-turvy or something. Maybe that's why it wants to tilt over. Maybe it's a little warped. Seems okay. Worst come to worst, I'll just put some fun tack under it or something. It does seem a little cockeyed for some reason. There's no feet or anything on it. Anyway, we'll fix that later. But we have to put these drawers in. So they just pop in here. You go like that. You see? Flour, rice, and sugar. Little bins. Yeah, that'll definitely need some leveling or something there. Okay, so now if we want to make it look like the picture on the box, that snaps on there. The door opens on the stove. You can shove some coal in there. Never see it again. And that would sit here with the pipe going against the wall, sort of. It doesn't quite reach. Oh, that's because I'm hitting that clip there. Okay. Like that. Again, we could put a little stickum on there and that would keep it in place and make it look a little bit more realistic. So now what you want to do is just basically put all your accessories in. So we got the rocking chair. You probably want to sit close to the stove and keep warm. Now the telephone, the receiver is a little wiggly. I could fix that if I have to, but right now it doesn't matter. It has a little hole on the back, and that goes onto this peg on the side of the shelf. You can call up Mr. Haney. Here's your coal and your bucket. You're going to want that next to the stove. And then you're going to put, this is the stuff is actually for sale. This is a little warped. You get that for half price, I'll bet. So then you just, and if you look real close, actually up on the backboard here, it kind of shows some of the stuff on the shelves, so you can kind of get an idea where you'd want to put stuff. Like you got pots and pans hanging over there, and you also have coffee pots hanging over there, so you can hang those up like that if you want. Now you got your fabric can go up there. Then you've got boxes of stuff, so you can put your cookies or whatever that says, crackers, and your oatmeal, soap powder. I'm not sure what these bowls are. I don't think they had glass bowls back then, so I'm not even sure if these came with this set. But you know what? We'll just throw them up here anyway. And you've got your barrel here. You can play checkers on. Checkers are printed on there, they don't come off. Put your mailbox letter up here. Here's the dog. Keep you company. As far as, let's see, sewing machine. Well, where would you put that? There's no room for it. Maybe we'll put it up here with the cloth. And you got your plates. Maybe stick those back there. Your sugar bowl and your creamer. Got an iron. Here's your cash register. You got your newspaper, probably be reading that. You got your washboard. Something else they'd have for sale, maybe. Forks and your knives. Not sure where to put all this stuff. Your milk. Makes no sense. I kind of think it doesn't go with the set. So then you got your, let's get in the frying pan over here. Put the cups up here with the plates. Another fork. Maybe we could put these on the counter and put something that looks like candy in them or something. I don't know. Figure that out. You got your cans. Guess we can stick those up here. Alright, and then your barrel apples. Put that over here. Alrighty. So there's basically the set put together. Let me grab a couple of Waltons. How about we have the general store run by Grandma and Grandpa Walton? How's that? Tickle your fancy. Let's see if I wasted my money and they're too small. I think they're going to be just right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And I think Grandma, she's been working hard, so she is going to sit in her rocking chair. So there we go. How do you like it? I think it's going to look good on display for the Waltons. That's Jody's General Store by the Ideal Toy Company, 1970s. Thanks for watching. I hope you come back again for some more great videos.